Yes, 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 yes. So yet another reason why, and I knew that some of these would come to fruition because I unfortunately have heard of these cases. So Advocate Maggie, this is in relation to a video that I did about you gotta waste drugs, nurses. Went on to pivot into ICU nurses or areas where you would be hanging and are managing a controlled substance drip, a fentanyl drip, or a said drip. When it's stopped and it's left in the room and it's not wasted, and I use the example how we'll stop them and, the patient doesn't fail extubation, then I'm not going to rehook those drugs up. So then at that time, then I need to discontinue those because now I don't have an order for those anymore because we did not re-intubate the patient. And so I don't have orders for those drugs yet. They're still hanging. And then another nurse comes in to relieve me and the drips are still hanging. I went on to say, and another nurse, ICU nurse, Aaron, goes on to say, this has happened to all of us. What do? We have to make sure that we're wasting it then and there. This nurse chimes in to say one of the reasons why we have to be sure that we do take those drips down within a reasonable amount of time for this very reason. Going on to say that, close the curtain, patient was, extubated, don't know the whole story, extrapolating a little bit, can make some assumptions, been a nurse for a long time, and those drips were stopped, left in the room, and goes on to say the family was gone and the drip. The whole bag of fentanyl was gone. Who do you think they're going to be speaking to about that? Because let's just go down the road. If someone's investigating it, was there or was there not a discontinue order for the controlled substances? How long ago was the patient extubated? What is the policy? Do you see how, it's not good, not good. People don't realize when it comes down to it and you're standing, let's just insert any 3 courts of law. It is never going to come down to culture, ever. That's not defendable. Have I heard nurses say that on the stand? I have. And it does not play out well. You cannot say within my organization, and then I've seen nurses be cross-examined and asked about culture versus policy, and it doesn't play out well. It doesn't play out well. Because the first 5 to 7 minutes of that nurse's deposition talked about, all their experience, their education, making sure they're stroking their ego, talking about what a great critical care nurse they are. They're making you dig your hole. And then there it is. You were violating policy and rule and doesn't play out well. All right. Swinging it all back around. Waste, drugs. We all are a team. We all work together. We're not going to be ugly. Set good practices. Set good boundaries. Stop shaming one another. We don't have to do any of that. If you come in and there's a fentanyl and a propofol drip hanging and you're taking a report, just assume that nurse was really busy and didn't have time to waste it. But now that I'm here, now we have to waste it. Now we have to do the right thing. Now I can help you waste it. Why don't you get the charge nurse involved? I'll go get a report from another nurse. But we can hold each other professionally accountable in a respectful manner to ensure that the right things are done and we all protect our professional license. So like, follow, share. Let me know what you're seeing out there, nurses.